What is up, everyone? Today for you guys, I have a little introduction video to the Nelson Manufacturing 44X carry slide. Now, this is their new one that they came out with that was factory coated in FDE. And honestly, I think it looks pretty cool. I like the look of it. I'm not complaining about that. So I was planning on making an unboxing for the actual slide, but really it came in just a UPS box and it was wrapped in styrofoam. So there really wasn't much to discuss. It did come with an optic mount cover and plate here. It did come with its own iron sights, but it's Glock 19 compatible from what I can tell. So I just put my Trijicon Glock 19 iron sights on there. And I got the Sig Romeo cut, which is just, I think, a Shield RMSC cut. So I just got a Vortex Defender, which actually fits fairly nicely with it and has a top-mounted battery for it. So you don't have to remove the optic every single time you need to change out the battery. So what can I say? I've tested it a little bit. It's actually more reliable with, so you can use a variety of ammunition using this. You can use the lead, just straight up lead ammo. You can use high velocity ammo, just fine. You don't, it has zero issue cycling. My Beretta 92 FSR in 22 long rifle requires high velocity ammo to cycle properly. But having said that, it cycles perfectly every single time once you do. It doesn't have any hiccups at all. You'll see here I'll play a video of me shooting it while it's suppressed, and for some reason while shooting it suppressed, it seems like the actual slide doesn't go in a battery completely. When you're shooting it in unsuppressed, it works totally fine. But when you do shoot it suppressed, it looks like it goes all the way in a battery, but then you pull the trigger and it doesn't fire. You get a light strike. So, and that only happens when I'm using a suppressor, and it happened more and more frequently as I was using the slide. So it could be an issue with it getting dirty over time. I did shoot about 200, 300 rounds through it, and as time went on, it did get less and less reliable with the suppressor. So it could be that there's a difference with the coating on the FDE models rather than the black models that causes an increase in friction that reduces the momentum for it to get in the battery, and maybe it just doesn't get in the battery properly. Maybe there's an issue with the thickness of the coating, or the suppressor itself is causing torque on the barrel, which is then causing an increased amount of friction up here, because it's pulling this part of the barrel down and it's levering, right? So it's canting it, and so the top of the chamber essentially is rubbing on the top of the ceiling of the slide. So it reduces the speed that the slide is able to come back at. So, but honestly, otherwise it works totally fine unsuppressed. The whole reason I got this is because whenever I was shooting the Glock 44 suppressed with a standard stock slide, I would constantly get crap going back into my face. And you'll see in that video that I put it picture in picture that whenever I was shooting with a suppressor, there's just a ton of gunk that shows up on that lens for the red dot. So all of that gets prevented using the red dot, and you can shoot just as comfortably as you would be shooting unsuppressed. So it's awesome. So I like having a red dot on there. Hopefully there's a break-in period, and just wearing in will allow the slide to actually go back and forth and not be out of chamber and cause light strikes with the suppressor. There is something else I did want to mention, and that's right here. Do you see those two tracks going back and forth on the top of the chamber of the barrel? I think that's part of the FDE coating rubbing off onto the barrel. So let's take the magazine out, prove it's clear. Yep, clear. So you'll see that it gets dirty in there, right? So it's all dirty and it's all brown inside. And so you can imagine that as the chamber is rubbing on the inside of the slide, it's actually taking some of that coating off as it wears in and causes this weird paint rub off onto the slide. You can see, oh, there you go. You can see it really well there. But that's just something I've noticed. Hopefully, it's just a sign of it wearing in. I don't really mind the coating wearing off. I like having worn looks. So if this wears in and it works even better, then fine. I'm for it. Well, that's it, guys. That's the Glock 44X. There's gonna be a lot more videos of this soon. Well, soon is a relative term, but they'll be out. They'll be coming out. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye.